Good morning. I have come to explain the last module of income tax, that is taxation, computation of tax liability for an individual. So we have learned right from the beginning what are the characteristics of income tax, how you calculate the residential status, distinction between capital and revenue, different heads of income, write-off, carry forward, set off. All this we have learned. Deductions from gross total income. Now we have come to the last step, that is how much tax you have to pay to the government based on your taxable income. So this module will be the last module. With this, I have completed the 5th and 6th semester syllabus of undergraduate level, and it's a compulsory subject for the postgraduate level for MBA and MCOM. So that also I have completed. So this will be the structure of income tax. So the full syllabus, I'm happy that I'm able to share with the students in this lockdown period. So the first one is for individuals only we have to calculate the tax liability. So individuals tax liability, you have to remember that up to 2,50,000 they don't have to pay any tax. Now income tax rates we are always telling it as a slabs. So the next slab is 2,50,000 to 5 lakhs. That is 5% of income exceeding rupees 2,50,000. That meaning if a person has got the income of 5 lakhs, up to 2,50,000 he will not pay any tax. Next to 2,50,000 he will be paying 5%. So that meaning 12,500 he will be paying. 2,50,000 into 5 by 100. Now the next slab is 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. So that the previous slab 12,500 he has to pay. So his income is exceeding the previous slab. That is why 12,500 plus 20% of income exceeding 5 lakhs. That meaning if imagine his income is 6 lakhs. So 12,500 plus 1 lakh into 20 by 100. So that means 12,500 plus 20,000. 32,500 will be his tax liability. Now like that we have to calculate. Now if the total income exceeds 10 lakhs, 1 lakh 12,500 plus 30% of income exceeding rupees 10 lakhs. So different slabs we have to calculate, and I am explaining also with the problem how we are calculating that. I hope you got some idea about that. So every budget they will be making the changes. See, there is no change from the previous budget. 2019-20 finance assessment year also we followed the same rate, because this budget central finance minister has not made any changes for the existing slab tax rates. Some budgets they will make the changes. So this rates will keep changing. So that is the funny thing about the income tax. So we have to, it keeps changing. So we have to update our knowledge. So then only we can learn the subject properly. So now you have to remember what will be the tax slab for senior citizens. Senior citizens and super senior citizens, the rates are different. So senior citizens 60 years or above age but below 80 years of age. Super senior citizens meaning above 80 years of age. So senior citizens up to 3 lakhs it's nil. See, the previous individuals 2,50,000 is nil. Here up to 3 lakhs is nil. Now 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs, 5% of income exceeding rupees 3 lakhs. Now 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, 10,000 plus 20% of income exceeding 5 lakhs. You know how you are getting 10,000. See, 5 lakhs minus 3 lakhs, it's 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs into 5 by 100. It is 10,000. So the previous slab it's 10,000. Now when they come into the next slab, the previous slab tax liability 10,000 plus whatever is income in this slab. We have to calculate at the 20%. Now next is if the total income exceeds 10 lakhs. 1 lakh 10,000. So 10,000 is already come in the first slab. Second slab, if his income is 10 lakhs, again one tax liability of 1 lakh will be added. So again if it is exceeding 10 lakhs, 1 lakh 10,000 plus 30% of income exceeding 10 lakhs. Next is super seniors, above 80 years of age. So here, if the total income is up to 5 lakhs, it's nil. Now next is 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. 20% of income exceeding rupees 5 lakhs. So next is if the total income exceeds 10 lakhs, 1 lakh. 1 lakh is the previous tax liability for super senior person above 80 years of age. 1 lakh plus 30% of income exceeding 10 lakhs. So in this problem when you are doing, the age of the assessee is important, because we have seen that there are 3 groups of ages we have mentioned for computing the tax liability. The rates are different. Now, surcharge for individuals. Surcharge for individuals, you have to learn that this everybody has to pay. So, if their income is coming within this bracket, but it's only for the super rich people. We'll tell you the rates. Income tax slab is if the total income does not exceed rupees 50 lakhs, it is null. No tax surcharge only for the individuals. But if the total income exceeds 50 lakhs but does not exceed 1 crore, it is 10% of tax. Tax liability we will calculate as per the tax slab. On that tax payment, it is 10%. Now, if the total income exceeds rupees 1 crore, it is 15% of tax. Now, education cess is there. This is charged at the rate of 4% of tax plus surcharge if applicable, as calculated as per the prescribed rates for all persons irrespective of income. When whatever tax liability is there, health and education cess. Now we are calling it as the health and education cess, 4% compulsorily we have to pay. I will explain that. I will explain that when we are doing the problem. So special rates of income tax, this you have to remember. If there is short-term capital gain, where they are paying STT, Security Transaction Tax, then the rate of tax will be 15%. So long-term capital gain, it will be 20%, and casual income like lottery income, racehorse winnings and all, it's 30%. So from the tax liability, if short-term capital gain with securities transaction paid is there, first you have to segregate that item. Long-term capital gain also you have to segregate. Casual income also you have to segregate. Then you have to apply the separate tax rates. Then for the remaining item, the general tax rates will be applicable. This is how we are doing that. Now rounding off is tax payable. So this is very important. All the payments nearest 10 rupee. That is how we will round that. See, for example, if we are getting a salary, if we are getting a taxable income as 6,50,008. So it should be above 5. The last digit is above 5, meaning it will go to the next higher 10. That means 6,05,010. If it is 6,05,002, then it will go to 6,05,000. So this is how you will calculate. So all the values should be rounded to the nearest 10. That is very important. So before calculating the tax liability, first step is round off the value. The last step also will be when you are calculating the tax liability, nearest 10. You have to round off to the nearest 10. Similarly, if you have to calculate any refund from the income tax department, or if you have to claim any refund from the income tax department, there also it should be rounded off to the nearest 10. So tax payable, round off to the nearest 10. Tax liability calculation. So the first step and last step will be rounding off to the nearest 10, and refund if any we are claiming or tax department is giving us also, it will be clubbed to the nearest 10. It will be rounded off to the nearest 10. Now rebate is very, very important under section 87A. Last budget they have changed this rebate. Last budget it was 2,500 rebate. Now this year they have increased to 12,500. So this is important for 2 months. So you might have heard that people saying that. See, now when we explain the tax slab, we have seen that up to 2,50,000 is nil. But using the rebate, if a person is getting income up to 5 lakhs, he need not pay any tax. So some people will say that up to 5 lakhs it's exempted. It is not correct. See, as per the tax slab, up to 2,50,000 only exempted, or they don't have to pay any tax. But when we are using the rebate under section 87A, if the tax liability, the income tax is up to, or the in total income, taxable income is up to 5 lakhs, they need not pay any tax. So that we have to, this is very important for 2 marks. I have seen that almost every year they will be asking this question. So you have to be very careful. You have to learn this also, 87A. So an individual SSC having total income not exceeding rupees 5 lakhs shall be allowed a rebate of rupees 12,500 or tax payable, whichever is less. I have worked out the problem. I will explain there. Now, first problem. Compute the amount of tax payable for the assessment year 2021 in the following cases. Total income of Mr. X is 6,20,064. So this you have to round off to 6,20,060. If it was 66, then it would have been to 6,20,070. So if the last digit is 5 or more than 5, then we will go for the higher value. If it is less than 5, we will go for the lower value. So income of Mr. Y is resident senior citizen between 60 and 80 years of age. It is 6,20,064. Same, you have to round off the value 6,20,060. Now income of Mr. A resident super senior citizen. Same value 6,20,064. You have to round off the value 6,20,60. Now the fourth question, income of Mr. A includes the following incomes. Income from salary 4,20,000. Income from short-term capital gain. Special rates will be applicable. But here short-term capital gain, securities transaction tax is not paid. So the special rates will not be applicable for this. Value is 30,000. Income from long-term capital gain, special rate will be applicable at the rate of 20%. That value is 40,000 and winnings from lottery is 50,000. Here also 30% tax slab will be applicable. Now first one, table showing the computation of income of Mr. X for the assessment year 2021. The first thing we have to write is the value is rounded off to the nearest 10. Last step also, tax liability rounded off to the nearest 10. So the first slab 2,50,000, it's nil. Next slab they have to pay 5%. So the difference here it is 6 lakhs is his income. So 2,50,000 to 5 lakhs, it's 5%, 12,500. The next value 1,20,060. That meaning 6,20,060 minus up to 5 lakhs you have calculated the tax liability. So that value is 24,012. Now the total tax you have to calculate. That meaning 12,500 plus 24,012. You are getting 36,512. Now health and education says 4%, it's compulsory on the tax value payable. So we have to calculate 4% of 36,512. You are getting 1,460. So the total tax payable will be 37,972. Now we have to round off the value. The last digit cannot be 2. So since it's less than 5, we are rounding it off as 37,970. So the next problem is table showing the computation of tax payable of Mr. Y, a resident senior citizen for the assessment year 2021, rounded off to 6,20,060. So these three classifications we are seeing that based on the age how much exemption they are getting. So the first 3 lakh in this case is nil. Next 3 lakh to 5 lakhs it's 10,000. That is 5%. 2 lakhs into 5 by 100. Next is on the balance 1,20,060. That meaning 6,20,060 minus 5 lakhs. So 1,20,060 at the rate of 20%. The value is 24,012. So total tax is 34,012. Now health and education cess at 4%. 34,012 into 4 by 100. So it is 1,360. So the tax payable is 35,372. We have to round off this value to 35,370. So that you have to remember last digit cannot be 2. So 35,370. Now the next one, super senior category. So same taxable amount 6,20,060. So the first 5 lakh in this case is nil. See the difference. First case if it's individuals up to 60 years up to 2,50,000 is nil. Up between 60 to 80 years it's 3 lakhs is nil. Above 80 years 5 lakhs is nil. So balance 5 lakhs we are getting nil. 1,20,000 balance 1,20,060 into 20%. So that you will get 24,012. Now the total is 24,012. Now health and education cess at the rate of 4%. It's compulsory whatever the tax liability payable. So 960 tax payable is 24,972. The 2 you have to round off. It cannot be. It should be, the value should be in multiples of 10. So rounded off to 24,970. Now the last one, this you have to calculate it separately because taxable income is not directly given. Different items are given. So you have to calculate the values also. So income from salary 4,20,000. You have to provide the standard deduction 50,000. See sometimes they will give that. In the syllabus when I have checked it's given that if they are giving tax liability problem, salary should be computed value. House property should be computed value. But this again to stress the points, I have included these problems. In the syllabus, it's given clearly salary should be computed value and house property should be computed value. You cannot do the calculation at this stage. That is what the syllabus as per the syllabus. But this again to emphasize that whatever we have learned, I am using this. So income from salary 4,20,000. We are using the standard deduction under section 16. It's 50,000. So income from salary is 3,70,000. Now capital gain, 2 categories are there. Short-term capital gain. Since securities transaction tax is not paid for the short-term capital gain, special rates of tax will not be applicable. So 30,000. Now long-term capital gain 40,000. Now total capital gain is 70,000. Income from other sources, lottery income Special tax rate of 30% will be applicable. Value is 50,000. Here also it is not mentioned net. If it is net value, we have to gross that. You know that the value into 100 divided by 100 minus 30. So this is how you will gross that. Here it is not mentioned. So we are assuming that this is the gross value they have given. Now income from other sources, lottery, gross total income 4,90,000. Less deduction under section 80. 80C is not there, 80G is not there. No investments he has made. So he will not get any exemption. Now taxable income is 4,90,000. Now here special rates are there. So we have to calculate how he is going to calculate. Now gross total income is 4,90,000. Income from lottery or casual income is 50,000. Long term capital gain is 40,000. Other incomes 4 lakhs. Because you are segregating which all items have to get special tax rates and the remaining amount. So now lottery you are paying 30%. So 50,000 into 30 by 100, 15,000 is the tax liability. Long term capital gain, it's 20%. So 40,000 into 20 by 100, 8,000 is the tax liability. Balance 4 lakh you have to calculate. So first 2,50,000 it's nil. Balance 1,50,000 at the rate of 5%, you are getting 7,500. Now total tax is 15,000 plus 8,000 plus 7,500, you are getting 30,500. Now less rebate. His income was less than 5 lakhs. His gross total income is 4,90,000. So here rebate will be applicable. This is an important adjustment. You have to please remember. So the rebate will be either 12,500 or tax liability what you calculated 30,500, whichever is less. So here it is 12,500. Now balance tax payable is 18,000. Balance tax payable is 18,000. So here you are getting 12,500 exemption you are getting. So from 30,500 minus rebate 12,500, balance tax payable is 18,000. So add health and education cess at 4%. So you are getting 720. Total tax liability is 18,720. Now the last problem. So compute the tax liability of Mr. R for the assessment year 2021 from the following information. So salary income 6,45,650. Contribution to recognized provident fund 3,000. Contribution to public provident fund 6,000. So 80C deductions are also there. Deposits in unit linked insurance plan of UTI 2,500 eligible for 80C deduction. Deposits in NSE 8th issue 5,000 eligible. Accrued interest from NSE 8th issue eligible 2,230. Interest on debentures of a company, that will go to income from other sources. Now table showing the computation of income of Mr. R for the assessment year 2021. First we have to calculate the gross total income, then only we can calculate the tax liability. So gross salary 6,45,650. Now less standard deduction under section 16, 50,000. Last year it was 40,000. This year we are following 50,000. So income from salary 5,95,650. Now income from other sources, accrued interest. NSE 8th issue 2,230 and debenture interest 6,000. So total income from other sources 8,230. So gross total income is 5,85,880. Now table showing the taxable income of Mr. R for the assessment year 2021. Own 80C deduction we have to see. So own contribution to RPF 3,000 eligible for 80C. Amount deposited in public provident fund eligible 6,000. Unit linked insurance plan eligible 2,500. Interest accrued on NSE 8th issue 2,230. So NSE 8th issue, the investment made is 5,000. Qualifying amount for 80C deduction, it is not 80G, 80C deduction 18,730. So 80C deduction is fully allowed as the limit is 1,50,000. It's not 80G, it's a mistake, it's 80C. 80G is for donations, this is for investments, 80C. So gross total income 6,03,880. From the value we calculated the previous slide, we are deducting this investments and then we are getting 6,03,880. So here he is not eligible for tax rebate because his income is exceeding 5 lakhs. Now less deduction under section 80C. See, I told you 80C is the value. 18,03,380. So taxable income is 5,85,150. Now first 2,50,000 it's nil. Now next 2,50,000 at the rate of 5%. you will get 12,500. Balance 85,150 at the rate of 20%. So you will get 17,030 into 85,150 into 20 by 100. So this 17,030. So total tax is 29,530. Add health and education cess at 4%. So that is 29,530 into 4 by 100. 1181. Tax payable is 30,711. Now this is rounded off to 30,710 because tax computation of tax liability and the tax payable and the rebate if any or the relief if you are claiming from income tax, everything the value should be rounded off to nearest 10. So this I am coming to with this video I have explained the complete syllabus for income tax. So I have explained it in a however I can simplify that and it in a very systematic manner. So this will help you in both the semesters, semester 1 and semester 2 in the final year. So this is going to help you to learn the subject in a simple way and in a systematic way. This I have learned through many years of teaching the subject. And I told you our students are very smart. They will question the teachers at every moment. They will raise the questions. We have to thoroughly prepare and go for the class. So it's very important. So this is what I have completed the syllabus. I want to tell you that, and it's your feedback and suggestions is very, very important. And I want to tell you that with this I have completed income tax and I'm next going to upload CBSE 11 standard accounts because there is a lot of demand for that. Similarly, business law, some other subjects, statistics, I'm going to do that. So this, whatever I'm doing that, if you want to get the update, you subscribe to my channel, ACE Commerce with Dr. Alice Mani. I'm helping to learn the commerce subjects with my experience. 28 years of experience in a reputed university like Christ University. It's not unmatchable with any other experience. The crowd, the students we are getting, the training the management is giving us, everything has made me a better teacher. So this, make use of this opportunity and learn the subjects with me. Thank you for watching and I'll wait for your feedback and suggestions. Thank you.